Ms. Hynes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do want to comment on, I very much support Mr. Rawls' motion. I think this is good, and I do want to thank the group for the thoughtfulness of the report and also the thoughtfulness of the meeting. I snuck in and sat in the back, and so was there and had a chance to really experience the flavor and the range of concerns that folks had. I wanted to just comment on one piece of some of the testimony we heard before you came up to the mic, Mr. DiBernardo, about the board's role and the board's autonomy, because I think that is important. This is the third board I've served on, the third general manager or superintendent or county manager that I have had the opportunity to work with. And on each of the boards, there is always a conversation about where the line is and what we delegate to the manager. And part of my understanding is that the board, in fact, delegated this area to the manager as an area of decision-making, which is an appropriate decision for a board to make. And I think that moving forward in the spirit of being the team that I believe we have the potential to be, that is a conversation that will need to continue. And it perhaps is a conversation where we need to be somewhat clearer with our riders about where we have decided to make that line. Just as I didn't want to be woken at 4 o'clock in the morning when the superintendent was deciding whether school was going to start or not. I do think there are areas where we as elected persons or as appointed persons have far less expertise and far less ability to make what is the key decision. Doesn't mean we shouldn't have good conversation ahead of time, doesn't mean the public shouldn't understand. But in the end, the decision has to be made, and some are best made by a single person rather than a board. So I just offer that today and hope that in our customer service conversation we will explore where those lines ought to be as we move forward.
Thank you, Ms. Hynes. Ms. Hugh.